And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
When you look at this defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
From the gun, it's Walker. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give for Walker running right. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
62 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Allen. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal.
Now McCarthy.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Walker. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
And going right back to Walker.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But you look at this defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They go play action. Here's McCarthy.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
McCarthy going to sneak it.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here's McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. on the ground. This is Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Now back to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. They'll try and throw for it here. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted.
Now inside the 25.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. In motion goes the tight end.
McCarthy off the play fake. And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. Down the right sideline.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
George Pickens.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This pass into the hands of Turner.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
This now a 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They're going to try and throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Short pass caught by Henry. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And this one too low.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. So it stays up, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Elks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
He finds Pickens over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. McCarthy looking deep here for Chase. Oh, that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. In motion right goes Sutton. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Going quickly out to the right side. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground with Allen. Shifts by him. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
He'll buy some time right.
Finds Pickens out right.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
On play action. Now McCarthy. Over the middle. That's caught by Chase.
Oh, able to avoid him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now a carry for Allen. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 6.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
23 yards on the play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Allen. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, no, he lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Dragons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This is caught by Evans. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. 2nd and 5 from the 8.
He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Elks get a bit closer.
Extra point by Gay is up and good as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Hook made by Terrell Bernard.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11. That's Isabella open on the right side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Mixon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Mixon.
And diving to try to get the first down. He's going to be a little bit shy of the marker. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at him.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Elks have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's McCarthy. This one goes underneath to Walker.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Trying the left side with Walker.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They come up short here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he's got this down to the 35.
59 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Down to the 25.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Joe Mixon
Scampering home from 19 yards out.
and the Elks have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
Well, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
He's back to throw.
That's caught by Johnson.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, second through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
They'll look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. This is 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this one is right down the middle. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Tokyo,
their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Melbourne,
they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.